Howdy folks, it is Lanso90 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program, where we're sending a more advanced probe to Minmus. This still has data here, right? Review data. Do I have to transmit the whole package in order to send it? There's a setting for that somewhere, but where? Is it in the probe? I think it might have been in the difficulty settings. I don't think I can change that now, though. Let's see. Because, like, transmitting partial science should not matter. NASA does that all the time. It's indestructible vessels. Enable comm network, that's fine. Force limits, resource, ground stations, fusion range. It's kind of lame. I really didn't think this thing would need this much friggin' power. I actually put I thought 2 batteries was going to be too much, but apparently I was wrong. I guess this the surveillance camera is DOA. It was that really, I think. Useful for high orbits. Oops. I don't think there's anything else here. Surprisingly. It's fine. Once we're in high orbit, be able to do some more. So let's warp to the moon's orbit. That'll definitely be a high orbit. Okay. All your radiant scan. Radiant scan while space high over Kerbal. Kerbal's ocean is covered with covered surface, results in fairly low visible light albedo. And its thick atmosphere absorbs most UV in near IR light. Transmite. Dang, some of the science takes a lot of. Is it because of the require complete? Hold on. Allow partial. That's what I was looking for. I knew something. Interruptions may compromise data integrity. It's already on require complete is the thing, right? There we go. Now it's forcing it. There we go. Okay. So it's kind of the opposite, which is kind of weird. It shouldn't be like that. Right? The way these work in any other text box in any other game I've ever played, pressing this button will allow partial. But what it's saying here is press this button to not, or right now is allowing partial, press this button to change that. It's not normally how you do it. We are in the lower hemisphere now, right? It might be too far away now, though. It's only for low orbit. Of course. You work now, though, right? Oh, we already did you. Space high orbit Kerbal. Fine. All right. So, our orbit with Minmus is very strange. Minmus periaps. Do I need to go slower? There's too much stuff there, man. That's worse, right? It's periaps. Just gonna point prograde. Gonna have Minmus periaps pulled up. And I'm just gonna start burning. Keeps bouncing around, which is highly annoying. This engine has too much thrust now all of a sudden, which is kind of funny. Because we were just talking about how crappy this engine is. First, as far as thrust goes, efficiency it's insane, but thing is, we want to get in low, but we also want to stay high too. So, but still, we want to get it. You have to get really low on Minmus to actually be considered space near Minmus. I think it's under 25, so we'll do like 20,000. That should be good enough. Save game. Quick save. Save one. Overwrite, please. Voice broke. Yeah. This takes days and days and days to send a Kerbal to Minmus. You gotta have a lot of life support because it's a long, slow way. Actually, it's mostly just slow. The length, I would say, has very little to do with it. Ooh. See what you're trying to do, Space Probe. However, you kind of need... so you just need to rotate in such a way that your solar panels are flat on with the sun. Then you can do whatever you want. I won't be too worried about it. There you go. New. Just the time. Speaking of which, we're going to manually time warp because at this speed, we definitely need the manual time warp. Skirt. Okay. Mirror boy, where are you? There you are. How's our connection doing? Seems fine. Okay. I don't know how far out we can go before I need communication satellites. We'll see. Okay. Gorsat, you work at this altitude. Space high above Minmus. The right surface of Minmus reflects most of the visible and IR light. The far channel IR records only a weak signal, though, indicating that there are no internal geological activity present to produce such thermal emissions. There should be, though. If the flat terrain like that, that's a sign that the planet has active geology of some sort. Means it's a fairly new surface. Hey, contract complete. That's what we needed. We still need to do surface of Minmus to rendezvous What is... Multum is still available. Multum, can you just get rid of this surface of minimus mission? Because I don't want to have to land a Kerbal to go get this. Multum. Hello, sir. Oh, you have a mission to do that? I don't think so. Good old Multum. This spacecraft gave us a lot of science. It did a lot of hops, but its job is not over yet. And just give us some pressure data, sir. Seems you're having a hard time on Minmus here. There you go. Hey, it works. I am very satisfied with that. I didn't want to have... Like, I don't want to send 2 missions out here. Well, I don't want to send 3 missions, right? I don't want to send another... one Kerbal to do, like, all the rendezvous and stuff, which is going to take a lot of juice. Because they won't have enough juice left to land and get back safely. They'll also take longer, especially out here. We just want that Kerbin to get next to this thing and come home, basically. All right, so you... Now all you need is just to get to the periaps there. Luckily, it isn't in the shadow of the planet. So we should be good. Shadow of the moon, I should say. Skirt. Retrograde. And skirt. See, I'm trying to remember, is it easier or harder to reach a target that's in an elliptical orbit? I think it's harder, isn't it? Skirt. 20,000, 19,000. Should be high enough. That is a 1-minute burn with the engine the way it is. Now it's a 16-second burn. I just gave us a quick little burn there to... Oops. No. All right. Warp until 8 seconds left. I was pressing E on accident. Didn't mean to press E. Also, while we're here, we're just going to collect it. We're not going to send it. Careful analysis of extremely highly detailed photos of the surface reveals they are startlingly flat. We don't do that here. We don't do flat here. Oop, shit. All right. Absolutely send it. Skirt. See that mountain, though? That mountain is very, very high. We may even hit it if we're not careful. Still approaching periaps. Let's just approach periaps for a little bit longer. And There we go. 20,000 degree orbit. Might as and get rid of this engine. It's just going to become space debris, but I just kind of want it out of here. It can kind of block the sunlight a bit, you know? There you go. And we're also a bit lighter now, too. Hypothetically speaking, the spacecraft would point itself like this in order to observe the planet. Not that it matters in game, but it matters to me, gosh darn it. Then send it. Now, is there other data we can grab while we're here? Because I did bring new stuff. I think we had this thing, though. I didn't. Space near Minmus. Weak radio wave emissions are detected above Minmus, strangely, as they appear to originate from a point slightly over the moon's surface. Fascinating. That won't work. Temperature. Guess I didn't have that instrument before, huh? Seismometer won't work. It was a waste of time to bring it. That's all you've got, right? Well, this magnetometer we haven't tested. Oh my god. I think the magnetometer might be a different magnetometer, because I think I brought one with me to this landing. Trace magnetic fields are magnified by this sensitive instrument, measured in real time as you orbit near the celestial body. Is almost like hearing the heartbeat of a planet, knowing if it's dead inside or if something is churning. Disturbing. That's weird. That's retracting. This one is sticking out. One is sticking out for appearance's sake, though. Also, we need to rename you. You are the Minmus Orbiter. You are a probe. Forgot to do that. We should do that with our other probes and stuff that are still alive. Rename them so they're working properly. There we go. That's taken care of. This. Data. Send it home. What about requiring a scientist? JC, what the F are you talking about? Some of the southern hemisphere. Okay. Multum 1 here. I can't switch to it from here. Multum 1 is a lander, as is the one that's on the Mun, if it's still around. Da-da-da-da-da. Docking target is a probe. Multum 1 is landed. Can I change it here? Be nice if I could change it here. Hopefully that's something that KSP 2 does. I'd appreciate it greatly. I wonder why it doesn't know that this is a lander. I think if it had landing legs, it would assume. Great lander, my good sir. Just keep your name, though. Do-do-do-do. Shabba-da-doop-da-wah. Fortunately, yes, it is a bit of a challenge. Docking target should be fine. Comsat. Tingari. It's landed at the Mun. You're not correct then. You need to be a lander. This will just help me keep track of things. Especially the things that don't have, like, easy to understand names. You are on the dark side of the moon now, sir. I'll get you named before you run out of power. Or landed. I think that's everything other than this one weird one that's considered a plane, because I think that was before we had regular cockpits. Hermes 1. This is the thing that Valentina got stranded in, I think, which is why it's weird. Yeah. Vessel, you are a ship. And yes, I may need to start making relays. We will see. Haven't had the need yet, but if we leave the solar system, or leave the Kerbal system, we probably will. I don't know, though. I haven't messed around with it too much, to be honest with you. Okay, I think that was everything I needed to change, though. Comsat. It's not really a Comsat. I just called it Comsat to give it a name. It can transmit. It can function as Comsat, but it's not really its intended purpose, sir. Now, let's go spend some of this science we just gained. Also seems like we have 2 magnetometers, which is kind of strange. I guess one way to find out would be to put one on the launch pad or something. We also can do our little plane maneuver again. At this point, though, that's not really worth doing from like a time perspective, because none of that science is going to be worth anything. We have 290 science. Although it is like very, very close to getting that nuclear reactor unlocked. The mobility enhancer is nice, though. Mobility enhancer is pretty nice. Bigger decouplers, bigger fuel tanks. I think I am going to do the plane thing. I don't think I'm going to make you guys watch the plane thing, though. I'm just going to relax and listen to a video while I drive around in the plane and get all the science from around the KSP again. One of those things we got to do every now and then. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.